be showing you how to do this makeup look, which is a like no makeup look, which is perfect for back to school. So if you want to see how to do this tutorial, then stay watching and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so you should have moisturised your face. The first thing that I'm going to be doing is concealing any gross bits that I've got. I'm going to be using two concealers. I'm going to be using the first one, which is the MUA Hide and Conceal, and I'm just going to be putting this on my under eye circles. Now, as this is a back to school look, a lot of you are very young and you probably don't have dark circles. Some of you might, but if there's anything that you don't need to put on, like regarding face makeup, then don't put it on. If you don't need to wear foundation, then don't bother. If you just want to cover a few things up, then you can put concealer on. Okay, now I'm going to be taking this Rimmel BB cream. And depending on what kind of skin you got, if you do feel like you want a little bit of cover, then a BB cream or a tinted moisturiser is perfect. Or you could wear a foundation, but as long as you really blend it in, then it's gonna look like you're not wearing any makeup. Well, I wouldn't go that far. It would look like you've got minimal makeup on. Just taking my Real Techniques buffing brush and just buffing it onto my skin. And this is so much easier to do when I'm wearing my contact lenses. Always blend it down to your neck. That is one of the #1 giveaways when I was at school. Teachers knew I was wearing makeup because I had a big orange line. I always used to wear foundation that was just so gross and cakey, and I didn't used to blend it in. I think I either used to apply it with my fingers or just sponge it all on, which was just awful. But there's nothing wrong with using a sponge or applying it with your fingers, just as long as you really can get a good blend in. I personally find that nothing blends my foundation as good as a buffing brush does, but that's probably just me. Other people might have a different opinion. Now, this next step is optional, but I'm going to be putting on another little bit of concealer. Purely because if I was in school today, this is how I would have to wear my makeup to feel comfortable, because I do have quite dark circles. I'm using the Benefit Buoyant Concealer. When I was actually at school, I was really quiet, and because of that, I could normally get away with wearing a really full cakey face of makeup, and no one would ever say anything to me about it, just because I was so quiet that teachers didn't really notice me. It's quite sad, really. Okay, now I have done that, I'm just going to set it with some powder. I'm using the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. Again, this step is optional. If you don't need to powder or don't like how it looks to powder it, then that's fine, you don't have to. But I get quite a greasy nose throughout the day, so I like to powder a lot. I'm going to be doing my eyebrows. I'm using the MUA Pro Brow Kit, and I'm going to be taking a Barry M like angled brush. I think this is actually for eyeliner, but I like to use it on my eyebrows because I don't do anything by the rules. Okay, I'm going to be taking this shade here, which is the second darkest one. I'm just going to be combing through them really lightly with a spoolie brush. done my eyebrows. I didn't go too defined or too dark with them. This next step is optional depending on how strict your school is. I'm just going to be putting a really light shimmer eyeshadow on my lid. I'm going to be using, I think I'm going to be using a combination of this first one and the one next to it. I probably could have got away with this at school, but I know a lot of people wouldn't have been able to. So if you're not the kind of person whose school would allow a little bit of eyeshadow, then just skip this step. However, as it's a really neutral one, you're only going to really notice it if you're looking for it. And this is my MUA Undressed palette, by the way. I'm actually not going to use the second shade. I think I'm just going to leave it as it is because less is more. Now I'm going to curl my eyelashes. Taking my favourite drugstore mascara, which is the Collection Big Fake Ultimate. When I was at school there was a really big trend of having super clumpy mascara, to the point where people would be taking out the filter from their mascara just to get it really clumpy, and a lot of people said that they looked like spider legs because they were so clumpy and horrible. It's actually so funny to think about what my makeup would have looked like at school, because I've learnt so much since I left school about makeup. Tutorial is just to put a little bit of something on your lips. I'm going to be using the Baby Lips Electro in Strike A Rose. This is brand new, I haven't used it yet. It's my first time using it. This back to school no makeup tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it. Give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!